Okay, this is recording. Hello, this is a screen. I want to share something with you, very very interesting, and I don't know this was the case with immigration. I didn't know the immigration can take away your green cards, take away your work permit or your visa because of what you normally do within your family. What I mean is, in a lot of people throughout the world practice female genital mutilation, what they call FGM. Look at this case. I'm gonna highlight it, and so this is a public record. This is open to the public. This case, the recent activity on this case was February 26, 2020. This is the only recent case that I've seen where this person lose their green card because of the practice of doing where when a girl or a guy, when a family have a girl or a guy, young children, they cut off part of their genital. Like the guy, if it's a guy, they will cut off part of their penises, or for religious practices. Sometimes they're doing it for cleanliness, whatever. This is going on all over the world, and it is everybody. A lot of people do it, even in the United States. I don't think a lot of communities still do it here. I didn't know this is even illegal, that you can go to prison for this. So this case, see this, I try to get the highlighter where it's not. So look at this case. Look up this case. If you have a chance to where you have access to, this is available everywhere. Anyone can access it throughout United States court. If you look at a federal court, this is a case that is still ongoing, but the court have decided already. Two different courts, immigration court of appeal already decided, and then he appealed that decision, filed to a higher court. The higher court also already decided agree with immigration, meaning that USCIS can take away your green card. This guy says that this guy, look up this is the name of the person and the case file numbers and whatever. So this person, this case is in Minnesota. You see this lawyer where it says opinion and order. Under there, the lawyer that represented the immigrant, Abdullahi, the name of the immigrant was Abdullahi. The guy is from Somalia. I don't know these people. I know their attorney that was involved, Nawari. I saw him and I involved with him before. Terrible attorney. But aside from that, this case is very interesting to me. For one, when you give birth to a child, let's say a guy or a girl, they get to a certain stage. A lot of families, a lot of communities, they do FGM, what they call FGM, which is cutting off a part of a genital at a young age. Sometimes people do it for religious reason, sometimes for health reason. But in the United States now, this is what I'm talking about. Let me highlight that these stuff there. See what it says. Genital mutilation. So let's say female genital mutilation. This is the same thing for guys too, where they cut the part of the shell of the penis off so that it's clean. See what I'm saying? So this is the reason why he lost his this person, according to this file, let's look at this guy. Let's right here. It say Abdullah is a citizen of Somalia who entered the United States in March 2011. On arrival, he applied for asylum on October 2014. He arrived in 2011. On March, he applied for asylum, right? On October 2014, his asylum application remained pending. Abdullah's wife, United States citizen, filed I-130 petition for alien relative. So the wife applied for for him to get a citizenship through spouse sponsorship, and it was approved. So they got married. The wife sponsored for him. Applied for his I-130. He applied for asylum. Remember? So immigration court in Denver, Colorado, administratively closed his asylum case roughly 1 year later. So he got his green card through his wife. He applied for asylum, right? While waiting for asylum, the wife got him a green card through the I-130 spouse petition. So he got the green card through his wife. And he's good now. He doesn't need the asylum, right? So asylum was closed. And then on July 28, 2015, Abdullah filed a I-485 application to register permanent residence. He applied to register for permanent resident, right? And then or to adjust status, seeking to become a lawful permanent resident. And while his I-485 application was pending, Abdullah moved to Minnesota. He moved to Minnesota from Denver. And then this is where his case was denied by immigration. This guy, he didn't commit a crime, clean criminal record, right? He didn't join the terrorists or one of those pirate or whatever. He still ended up losing his green card for this reason. And on October, for reason of the family practicing cutting off the kids' genital when the kid is young. They say first on October 2013 at the asylum hearing, he told them this is what they did when the kids were young during the interview. So you gotta be careful what you say to these during the interview, because this can come back. They will keep all this whatever you say, and it end up review his file when he applied for his to adjust his I-485 application to get a permanent resident. They review his file, and which he is eligible. So USCIS determined that he is eligible for adjustment of status. However, USCIS also determined that your case presents significant adverse factors, which shows that discretion should not be exercised in your favor. Basically saying, I'm gonna highlight it so you can see where I'm reading this from. See this right here? This is where they deny his case. In your case, USCIS determined that you are eligible for adjustment of status. You're eligible for the green card, but we're gonna take away your green card because USCIS determined that your case presents significant adverse factor, which shows that that discretion should not be exercised in your favor. And then you'll be like, why not? Then down here, of course, he's gonna appeal. They deny his application. He went on appeal on October 25, 2013 at your asylum. No, this is the day of the interview. October 25, 2013 at your asylum hearing before the immigration court, Denver. You testified under oath that you authorize okay, you authorize female genital mutilation to be performed on your 4-year-old daughter in Somalia. This is something that happened in outside of the United States. Think about that. This could be in your country, any country. If this happened in your country and you tell them this is what happened in your asylum interview, this could be a problem. This could come back and bite you. And this is what happened to this guy. So they perform on your 4-year-old daughter in Somalia in 2018 and 2019 respectively. You further testify that you were present during this procedure, and the fact that you consent to having a genital mutilation performed on your daughter is a very significant negative factor in this matter. As noted above, FGM is considered federal crime in the United States. FGM is considered federal crime in the United States, as well as a state crime in Minnesota. Your daughter, who were 4-year-old of age when this procedure was performed on them, could not have consented to the procedure. Whoa. Additionally, there are other negative factors in your immigration history. For instance, your work history listed on your bio information dated in June 2005 holds inconsistent date of your employment. Look at that. So they say, okay, you cut the kids genital parts, and then you lie on your job applications. This provision contradictory information. This provision of contradictory information to USCIS raises question regarding your veracity in general. Therefore, USCIS denies your application as a matter of discretion. So okay, so deny him. So this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna appeal to the higher court, and we're gonna just skip this whole thing and we're gonna go down. I'm gonna leave a link. I don't know if I can leave a link to this file, because I log into a system and I'm viewing this thing through the file of the court. And I don't know if this is possible for you to see this information. You have to log in into thing. You have to log it in into your password and all. Maybe I can just link a site where you can register and see this information, because this is open to the public. Anyone can see it, but in order for you to see it, you have to either get it through a FOIA, Freedom of Information, or register with these people. But anyway, let's go back to the see what the higher court says. Court review a motion to dismiss for lack of so what did he did in this case? Abdullah is seek a declaration in his participation in female genital mutilation cannot be proper reason for USCIS denial of his green card. Abdullah pointed out that the judge on the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan has held that federal state criminalizing female genital mutilation is unconstitutional. Abdullah alleged that the entry of this order can mean that when the USCIS issue its June 6, 2019 decision, the Michigan court had already declared Section 16 unconstitutional. This prime basis for denial of this no longer existed or is no voided. Abdullah Sikh has an order of direct defendant to reconsider his application for lawful permanent residence, consider his involvement in female genital mutilation, court review motion to dismiss, lack of subjective matter jurisdiction. Let's just go to the end of the decision and see what they did, right? And so this is the order. This is the end of the case. It's gonna show you what the court say. Okay, so in here, and we're gonna see how there's two different opinions. we want to see what the order is. This stage of litigation, like Amanda is bleeding. Okay, I just want to see if I can get like a small capture of the whole, a small thing that will capture the whole decision and discussion of this case. What the court actually thought of the case. Abdullahi advanced several agreement to show that Section 1252A does not precede subject matter jurisdiction over this claim, but none are persuasive. Abdullahi first argued that 1252A B bars judicial review only of a judgment made in removal proceeding. He pointed out that USCIS denial of his application was not made in removal proceeding. It says a judicial review is bar, not if a judgment is made in removal proceeding. But regardless of whether the judgment decision action is made in removal proceeding, this language makes clear that the jurisdiction limitation imposed also applied to the review of agency decision made outside of the removal context. And we just want to see. I don't have time to read all this because the video will be boring too if you want to have me listen to read all this. Abdullah seeks to amend his complaint, but his motion must be denied as a fatal. Abdullah, the deadline for amending his complaint was a matter of right under Rule 15A blah blah. Abdullah is leading with the opposing party written consent, or the court leaves. The court should freely give when justice so required. However, there is no absolute right to amend, and district court may refuse to grant leave to amend pleading for unruly delay, but bad faith on the part of the moving party. Denial of a motion to amend based on futility, blah blah. Okay, so this is the decision right here. Based on the foregoing and all the file record and proceeding here, it is ordered that defendant motion to dismiss is granted. That means the immigration motion to dismiss Abdullahi's appeal is granted. So his case is denied. The government was granted, and then Plinton, this is him. Plinton means Abdullah, the guy who is suing the immigration. Motion to amend his complaint is denied, and then another Plinton is also Abdullah. Motion to declare U.S. 52 unconstitutional. That means he trying to make it. You say the law that says you cannot cut the woman genital with the scissors or whatever is illegal. His motion for that is also denied. This action is dismissed without prejudice for lack of subjective jurisdiction. So that's it. He lost his green card. The lesson that can be learned from this is that when you file something with immigration, or when you go to the immigration interview, research and know what's illegal in the United States. What is legal and what's illegal, and especially right now, they can deny. They have been denying application for a visa. They're looking for reason to deny. That's what I'm trying to say. So be careful, please be careful, because we're not even talking about criminal records. There is no crime here. I'm talking about, this guy have no criminal record whatsoever. The denial of his green card, rather taken away of his green card, is based on two things. The interview that he did interview that he did about his history, when he told them how much about his family, and then he mentioned when they asked him that he's engaged, he did a female genital mutilation of his two daughters, and this is shouldn't even never come up. Even if they ask you, you shouldn't voluntarily give this kind of information. At least be with your attorney, because this is the one reason why he's losing his his green card. Major reason, because the United States, they don't like people that with the old style primitive cultures that come in and so that think that it's okay to cut people into pieces, to practice outdated stupid things that damage other people. For example, in some places in the world, it's okay to do certain things, and if you told them that you did something that is criminal in this not criminal in your country at the time, everybody does it, and this could harm your case. Imagine, this is crazy. And I'm gonna try to at least look at this. This is the file of the case. If you're interested in to look up the case, this is very interesting to me. And if you read it, it's in its entirety. It's like I don't know, 50 pages. But look at this, right? If you look at this case, this is the case, and the person's name, and so this is the case numbers and all this stuff. And if you're a party or somebody who is in this case, or you're Abdullah, you're watching this video, don't sue me, because this is the public information. It's available to the public. I'm just sharing to warn the public so that they don't end up losing their asylum application or their green card, and that's it. I don't have any other interest. And what ended up happening is that this guy probably will end up being deported, because what happened is, if he loses his green card, and the next thing is that they're gonna put him in a removal court, and that's it. And I stay tuned, and if you like this kind of content, let me know. What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to put in the link where you can sign up. This is free. This information is absolutely free to the public, but you have to sign up on an app. The app is called what is this app called? Let me go back and show you what the name of the app, so you know you can use it. See, a bunch of different cases. This is what the app called, Fast Cases. And if you go on here, I'm gonna put a link where you can download these apps. This is the name of the app, Fast Case. I'm gonna put a link where you can download the app. The app is on a Google store, so you can go on download it off of the Google store, and then you can look up any cases, the most recent. Soon as the court make a decision on the case, remember, most of the government files, all of them store on the internet. It's never keep on a file forever. And just like when you look up your driver license to see if they're valid or not, all the information, every cases, even my own case, I found it on this app that I had some tickets a long time ago. All the federal cases, all the district court, millions of different cases that you can review. And when you want to look up something, this is what it's asking. See how it's asking jurisdictions. You want all jurisdictions, not just federal or district court. You want all of it from all the states or whatever state you're in. And then it's asking you from which date. You can choose like the range of the day. If you want something down all the way back to 2006 or 1991 or whatever, there it's still you'll be able to find it. For example, let's say we want to look for Donald Trump bankruptcy or something. Just type in Trump, right? You see all the cases that Trump filed from the date. I just picked some random date, December 24, 2012, right? And then we're gonna click go. I'll see what happens. And it's gonna be a lot of cases. See, so far, oh my God! You see the result? The result is huge. That means anything that have to do, any cases that mention Donald Trump names or Donald Trump company, anything with the Trump. So far, the result is 12,675. You see that? So you can see, and it also shows you by match. You see, it'll say 100% his name. This is probably his case. Let's type in that and see. See, if you click on this, I'm trying to get rid of the markers things, and it's, oh my God, trying to get rid of the marker, and get out of the marker. Okay, let's go back. Okay, I should be able to click on it now. Now, as you can see, this is Bank of America. Bank of America versus some investment company that have something to do with Donald Trump. This was in Supreme Court of Nevada. Amend of hearing. So, whereas this Trump things have to anything. This had something to do with Trump. Probably borrow money from Bank of America. Oh, but anyway, stay tuned. I'm gonna put a link of this app on, and then you can download and look at yourself. And just be careful with when you do interviews or when you do give information to immigration, USCIS. The information will come back. They will keep everything you say, and it will come back and bite you at the end. Like this guy end up losing his green card over nothing. I mean, it's not that it's nothing. Female genital mutilation is not nothing, but this is something that happened outside of the country, United States. When they're out there, it's not like it's still going on in the United States. But think about it, something that happened a long time ago, 2008, almost 20 years ago, and it happened in their home country, and which they still do all the time. It's not like a huge crime, but this is one of the reasons why they refuse his green card. I know he's gonna be in deportation. Just be careful. I'm gonna give you the link for this app so you can download it, and type in the guy's name. Remember, you can watch the video. You see his name is just type in the name of the person on the search, and it will show up of the case when you watch the video. Stay tuned. If you like this kind of content, let me know. I can make more. I have access to a ton of videos. A ton of cases on here. Stay tuned. Enjoy your Christmas. Bye.